And yeah, yes, we're live.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Why is my camera not working? I don't understand.
Go to the little thing that says settings.
That's what I'm doing. Okay, it says I'm on. Yeah, here. USB. There we go. That's better. Okay, it says I'm on. Yeah, here. USB. There we go. That's better. The whole allow. I mean, Eric and I were on this just like 2 days ago.
There you are.
Oh my God! I'm like, it's my
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah. Oh my God! There we go. It's the hurricane camera. Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Okay. We're
Can't
all
be beat.
Well, we're here because we can't be there.
Yeah.
Something's
a
gone
minute.
way wrong with Spreaker tonight.
Turn it
I
off, turn it on,
want
turn it
Johnny's
off. Turn it on.
background. That's all I want. Johnny, that is the coolest background ever.
I got another one I can get in here that has.
No, that's the best one. You got to send that to me. I need to use that background. I'm just saying.
It's got 4 other planes behind it.
No, well, okay, send them all. I know.
Right in the middle, Johnny starts doing.
Yeah, Johnny goes, it's Maverick. Oh, it's
Meanwhile,
a
hey, Jim.
Yes, sir.
I'm just kidding.
Sorry. I hate it when it does that.
Cheers, Rich. What you drinking tonight?
It's like,
See, John Solder misses me.
There you go. How's that one?
Absolutely.
I don't care what John says. He misses me.
What do you think about this one here, Jim?
Well, no, I absolutely love all the Maverick things. Trust me. I worked on all those airplanes.
And
so.
I'm drinking a Bud Light while I fly.
Yeah, okay. So you're with Jerry. Yeah, okay. No, I can't talk too much shit about Bud Light. I think Miller Lite. So,
I will not change my background to naked midgets.
Oh,
Naked? Wait a minute. Who said? Hold on. Who said that?
That would be funny.
Hector.
Actor.
I gotta be honest. I wasn't even watching the comments. Now I'm like late to the party.
Oh yeah, that's right. I learned.
I apologize to everybody on Friday night. Sorry.
I learned from last night that I actually have to look at this during our live, because last night there was all sorts of comments that were getting held, but they were only getting held on the YouTube feed and not on the StreamYard.
Yes. Oh, and again, I wanna thank everybody who came up last night on the Hurricane Hornet Fixer live we did last night. And yeah, the hurricane fucked with me because I was getting kicked out like every 10 seconds or whatever. I gotta change this camera. That's like horrible, isn't it?
Okay. So
I want to thank Eric for wanting to do a live last night during the hurricane. It was awesome. I want to say, anybody and everybody who wants to help out the people in South Florida, not me, South Florida, way south of me, please do. That hurricane fucked this state up. So there.
yes, Gun Wild. The show just kept rebooting itself. John was sitting there wondering what the hell was going on. Basically, it was like making you listen to a commercial. The show would go live, and then it would go right back to making you listen to a commercial. So we gave up, and we're just gonna do an hour over here. I don't know. It's
Hour. Hey, look, this is Friday.
4 hours over here.
Okay. Hey, John, what do you say,
Yes.
John?
I'm good for whatever. I'm letting the miss know that we're over here right now. So she'll
Look,
know.
I have to say this. I know I haven't been on here in quite some time. John is looking dapper with his new haircut, and he's just
Well,
John,
what it is John's lost 100 pounds.
John. Oh my God! I mean that sincerely, John, because I need to lose 100 pounds. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's a Starbucks.
Congratulations, sir. You looking good, brother. No homo. No homo.
No homo thought.
Just saying.
Well,
Just,
Nila G is it's low fat.
Yeah, that Nilla Jizz. Yeah.
Yeah.
The blonde, busty white with 2 pumps of Nilla Jizz.
Yeah.
what? Okay, I don't know what. I think I'm gonna leave now.
They give me a lot. They give me a lot of shit because I'm not a Starbucks guy. But when I go see Amanda, she's a
He
Starbucks girl. So
These Starbucks,
as they drive through, everyone loves to give me shit. But her drink is she likes to drink a blonde, flat white with vanilla something. And I always say it sounds too boring. I want a blonde, busty white with 2 pumps of Nilla Jizz.
Okay.
So then they decided to call me Johnny Starbucks. But
So Johnny Starbucks. Okay, I'm okay with that. All
And
right.
he's got his own OnlyFan page.
Oh, he's
Yes.
got his OnlyFans. I'll bet.
Oh,
See, there you go. Hey,
finally, I'm somebody. Finally.
No, we literally typed in Johnny Starbucks and there's an OnlyFan page.
I will say this. I'm not going to go there.
It didn't have anything on it.
I was going to say,
But there was literally a page.
I'm not going there. I'm just saying.
It
Yeah,
was
we were
funny that there was
we
a
were
page.
disappointed it was an empty page.
Yep.
It was an empty. John.
Hey, it wasn't started by me. Joey started it.
So Joey's empty.
He keeps telling me I got to make a video on it. I'm like, a video of what? You getting Starbucks? I'm like, no, I ain't getting them. I'm not gonna make a video about me doing Starbucks.
Well, by the way, where's Joey?
Joey,
we're calling it work. We're calling
Yeah.
it like he's at
We're
work.
calling it work. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
at work.
He's at the truck
Now-
stop.
He's there. Okay. So I see Clyde is Moby Dick, and I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Wow, that got cold and quiet quick.
Well, yeah.
Indeed.
Holy shit!
What the hell is that behind you, Eric? What was that? Sammy the sperm?
Yes, it was a sperm.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see who all is out in the chat room. We got 2HD Cat, Clyde, Rich, the multi gunman's out there. J Dog's here. We got Gunwild out here. It's beginning, yeah.
It's beginning to look a lot like gay Christmas.
Rich is here. I don't know if I said Rich or not. I think I did.
Wait a
Rich is
minute, hold on.
Rich is
J-Dog
drinking beers.
Rick is the
fucking
bottom.
dog. Oh, yes. J Dog has to buy an Og now.
No, he doesn't have to. He did.
Oh, he did. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that son of a bitch. He didn't fucking tell me he did. Oh, now see, I haven't even shot mine. I went to the range today, and my range was closed for the hurricane.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I bipped up there, and I went, son of a bitch, the gates are closed. And some other range person drove up, rolled their window down, and I went, range is closed. He goes, yeah, no shit, asshole. And I went, what's your name? Because I was like, hey, I was a dumbass for asking you that question. He goes, this fucking sucks. I paid a fucking, all this yearly, thing for a range, and you guys closed. But when we apply for the range thing, it says we will be closed for Florida hurricanes. I'm like, the Florida hurricane was gone like 24 hours ago. Why aren't you guys open?
Well, remnants,
No, rumbling my ass. It's 72 degrees. I got the windows open.
I mean, they're gonna have baseball down there. They're gonna have the football stadium is gonna be open. Oh,
I'm just saying.
But they don't want anybody to get hit by a stray stick.
You fucking Floridians ought to be used to it anyway.
I'll take a stick as long as I can go to the range and, oh my God, I got like, sorry.
Hello, Amanda.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What am I missing? God, I can't. I don't know.
Old guys? Really?
Yeah, what?
unsubbed.
That's it. Old guys. That's how
Amanda
it
has a
is.
vagina.
Wait a
we're
minute.
gonna-
I don't
Hey,
know
wait
if
a-
I like that or not.
We're gonna take advice from a person who picks shitty flashlights and drinks crappy coffee. Get up.
Who the fuck? Wait a minute. Are we talking about me?
I like my
No.
O lights. I like it. I like my O lights.
Yeah. The only ones I have that I could show you, the show would get shut down immediately.
Whoa.
What? Is
Is
it?
there all
Right.
firearms?
That's right. I got a
Yeah.
cock ring flashlight.
Holy shit. And no, I did not send
Hey,
that.
Hey,
It's
Jim.
mounted.
When I say I'm going in deep, I mean it.
What the hell do you mean? What do you mean I'm whipped? I'm not whipped.
I was going to
Yeah.
say I did not send that to him.
Yeah.
Just call it flashlights, naked jumping jack.
You know, I think is funny is John immediately goes, "Well, I like my Olight, and I'm drinking a cup of coffee right now from Starbucks."
Oh no, I made this coffee.
Look, I'm sorry, but anyone who's listening to this podcast, if you drink Starbucks, go the fuck away. Seriously, just go. This is for
I have
patriots.
to drink it when I'm down there because that's what she drinks. So
Well, no, you don't. I'm just
it
saying.
is what it is.
That's just me. Just me. Oh my God, that's horrible. I'm sorry.
John's gonna have to go before he gets in trouble.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
get in trouble. How am I going to get in trouble? What the hell?
Yeah.
I'm
How am I going to get in trouble?
Shut
I
up.
don't get in trouble. According to her, I'm whipped. Don't listen to me.
Well, we're not. Okay, we're just gonna shut up now.
We'll have to go with that.
That's what she said. She said he's John's whipped. Don't listen to him. So
Oh my God. Oh. Hey,
it's an awful lot of yum yum noises there.
Jim
I
goes
know,
in,
right? No, I haven't been on the show in a long. I apologize. I haven't.
Jim's turning red.
I know, right? I haven't been on the show in a long time, and I'm like,
Oh my God, are you serious with that nonsense? She says I call him Johnny Starbucks in bed.
We already knew that.
Hey, he's got an OnlyFans page, Amanda.
Oh my God.
Make some money on his side.
Half-ass says Jim lived another week. I just noticed.
yes. If I live another week, I'm happy. The color isn't. Oh, by the way, I'm mad. The range wasn't open today. I'm pissed.
It'll be open tomorrow.
I'm hoping because I got my car so packed. The Mini's still loaded. I'm like, why wasn't the range open today? There was no hurricane.
He's got all the guns in there. The tires are rubbing on underneath.
No, I don't have. I have handguns, not rifles and everything.
He's got two safes jammed in there,
Yeah.
duct taped to the side of the Mini Cooper.
No,
So
that's,
you only brought
John,
handguns?
that's
Or-
for the new truck.
Oh, okay.
and Jim goes, "I just brought a few things," and you see the Mini going by. Like,
Exactly.
only brought handguns.
I only got like 350, 44 mag, 357, 44 special oil, 9mm, 380. Come on!
Oh, I have to show you something, Jim. Oh wait,
Oh!
I can't show it to him. Darn
Here,
it.
pardon me while I
Put it like this.
I'm sorry.
I think you might remember sending something my direction.
What? Who are you talking to?
You. Do you
Me?
remember sending something in my direction?
Does it look like a penis, only smaller?
No, it looks like a 44.
Middle of jizz.
44?
I have no idea.
Is it a
How
purple
long ago
dildo?
was this?
A little bit ago.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I honestly, I have no idea.
I finally got a 44 mag.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Very
I'm going to
beautiful.
shut up.
Very beautiful. Very
Yes.
beautiful.
Jim, did you get the Smith & Wesson 338 Lapua?
No, that he said 44, dumbass.
Jim, did you see the new revolver, Smith & Wesson 338 Lapua?
Oh, yeah.
Where can I buy that?
It's
It
a,
just has a cylinder that
I'm going to take a loan out on my house to get a 338 Lapua revolver.
There you go.
it's a 10 shot.
Yeah.
It's
Comes with an extra 50 round clip of Z.
California compliant 10 shot.
And a special mag loader.
Oh my God, you assholes are stupid.
Oh my word.
Oh my God.
I'm sure you've probably all seen that kid, the kid that was trying to impress everyone on Facebook. He had a chrome 38 revolver with a big mag hanging off the bottom of it. He's
Yeah.
like looking all tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he was from Chicago, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Here, I'll just hold the magazine. They'll get it.
Oh my God, you guys are making me cough. Holy shit.
Uh,
Oh my God, there you go. Fucking John. Fucking John. Just John.
What?
So the famed Jackie, are you here? Jackie, are you here?
yeah. Mhm.
She's definitely quite the special little spokesperson, isn't she?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I can't read without my glasses. Yes, I'm fucking old.
Don't say you're old in front of Amanda. She'll capitalize on it.
What the fuck? I'm old. Come get some. Fuck. What do you want to? What do you want me to? You know? I hear you. J-Dog's at work. I don't see Rich. Oh, Rich. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Well, Kat wants Eric to change his background to naked midgets.
We'd be on for what, 3 seconds?
3-4 seconds, yeah. Everybody get busted for 25 different crimes.
I was gonna say I could put my favorite porn star back on my profile, but yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna work.
Probably won't.
It'd be strike.
Right?
That'd be the end of that.
Hell yeah.
I need a better one. It's,
Like we're
for some
kids.
reason, I need a tiny small one. Anyway, Eric. Oh God.
Representative Governor, Senator Braun, Senator Booker, Representative Jackie, you here? Jackie, you here? Okay.
Eric, what are you watching, buddy?
Where's Jackie? I don't think she was going to be here. Can you
All
hear?
I hear is the bass.
Ow.
Jackie, are you here?
Jackie.
What?
Jackie.
Ooh.
Oh, somebody has that. Someone's got an echo there. Not me. I got headphones.
Yeah, me, I got headphones on as well.
Hello. Hello.
What?
Jackie.
That's better.
Okay, everybody's good.
Is Jackie here?
No, Jackie's not here. She died a month ago.
Oh.
Oh, can I be president of the United States?
Apparently, anybody can now. So yes, Jim, you can be.
Okay, Amanda wants to know who
I am
Jackie
now
is.
president of the United States. SPRs for everybody.
Jackie is a woman who died a month before, and Biden came on looking for Jackie and was not aware that Jackie was dead. So
Oh, they're all buffering. They're all starting to buffer.
Well, Biden probably thinks JFK's still alive.
Rich said he's got a white screen with a circle, no audio.
That's honestly, that's on Rich.
Well, Gunwild was saying the same thing. Then he said he refreshed and it came back.
ooh, is somebody messing with the feed already just for saying something about Biden? Holy moly!
That one surprised me at all.
Shit, hold on.
Let's start the conspiracy now.
Yes,
Oh,
I say we're being messed with. There we go.
I'm putting on my
Clyde, come on, join with me. It's the Georgia Guidestones. isn't it?
Clyde,
I'm
Yep.
the
tinfoil
Okay.
hat.
Guidestones. It's the
Come on.
Guidestones.
Come on.
Work with me here.
Tinfoil hat. Come on.
Mine's
They're rebuilding.
downstairs. I could go get it.
I've been watching
Tinfoil
some
hat.
of Nazi mega structures, and I just keep seeing liberals everywhere.
The
Just walk
ATF
through
is
the-
listening, according to Rich.
Well, the ATF, isn't that fat for short?
Yeah,
Well, ATF could also stand for "fuck you." I'm just saying.
Yeah, it could stand for that. yeah.
Here. Sorry. There.
Yes.
Dun,
Fuck
dun,
Biden. Who cares? And fuck you too. I'm fuck you too. There's a song by never mind. It's called "Fuck You and Fuck You Too." I'm just saying.
Sounds like a great song.
It is, and I could find it if I knew how to put it in here. This fucking thing.
So let's see.
It's by
So we back to being normal now? Can everybody see us? Can everybody hear now? Is everything
yeah.
cool?
After they refreshed, everybody's saying it's working.
Let's see. 2HD Cat said he's got his cats on the roof holding up Wi-Fi antennas. There you go. That works.
Okay, so
That's what Ed used to do. Put Jules on the roof holding an antenna.
Ed had the fucking squirrels going. That's for sure.
If you can't find us, you're having trouble, just get a new AOL CD.
That's so fucked up yet old school.
Crap, I remember when they phased out the 5, what was it, the 5.5 floppy, and then went to the smaller floppy, and then we started going to tape drive, and then
Hell yeah.
compact disc.
Yeah.
The compact disc was going to be the future, and now it's like you can't even get a computer. I mean, mine. Dan was actually asking me, "Are you sure you even want to put that in there?" I don't know if the drawers ever even been opened on it.
This thing right here is the craziest thing. I mean, these are coming out now with 1 terabyte this size.
Oh, I got you beat, John. Got you
What do you
beat.
got?
Let me get my laptop out here.
He's pulling out. He's pulling out.
He's pulling out
Okay.
a micro thumb drive.
Yeah, I can't get it. I have to turn my damn screen off to get this thing to show up here.
There you go. Yeah, I see it.
Now, see,
This is it's a 1 terabyte micro SSD or
Man.
SD. One terabyte.
And you can lose it
I
just by
will-
dropping it.
Right there, I have a
Yeah.
terrible.
Now, how much? I'm just curious. Was that like 120, 130 bucks? What?
168.
168 bucks for a mic?
And
1
right
terabyte
Right
micro
there,
SD?
I have a hard
The-
hard drive about that big. It is 1 terabyte. Over there, I have a
I need that for this, Johnny. I got
Yeah.
it finally. I finally got the
right
right.
here. I have
Amazon overnight.
4 terabytes of fucking USB.
Well, I got my computer next to me
And
here
what
has
I'm
8, and it's full. 8 terabytes and it's full. And I'm
it's
buying
amazing.
the drives.
It's amazing what is out there right
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Eric runs an Atari 800. Yeah.
now. Yeah,
Qualify for the,
Eric's on.
I'm saving to get one.
Johnny, I don't know if he's on a. I gotta be honest. I think he's on a Commodore 64.
Yep. And yeah, Gunwild, that little drive will hold a lot of porn if I put it
I'm telling you, that's 500 gigabytes. I'm like,
Well, you can hide it under a friggin' match. I mean, under a postage stamp. It'll fit behind a postage stamp. I'll tell you what, that's a hell of a way to send it. I'll send you 100 porns. It'll cost you 48 cents. Here you go.
Eric's over there going, "You guys are assholes." Wait a minute. Last thing I heard was John going, "We're going to send you porn." I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
under a postage stamp because
Under a
small
postage
SSD.
stamp, yeah.
I know. Under a book. There you go.
You can just send a blank envelope with the postage stamp.
Yeah, right. It just
Under
says
it.
who it may concern.
A postcard. Make it even
Yeah.
cheaper. A postcard.
Under
Just
the
get
postage
Brad on
stamp and the
Messenger.
postcard.
You get Brad on Messenger, you get porn every day, man.
What
Yeah,
kills me is back in the I remember being in the military back in the mid 90s, and it said the internet was going to make everything great, and I went, where do I look up porn?
And then you found out it was true.
I gotta be
It
honest.
was true.
And, AOL and all that bullshit. It was like porn. I'm like, yeah, this is the internet. And I went to see, going, I have a back then it was a card, a 5 1/4 floppy disk of porn, and I'm like, I'm going to put that into the maintenance computer, and we're going to look at that before we work on airplanes. And I'm like, oh my god,
I can't imagine 5.5 floppy disk porn.
dude, 5.5. I am not shitting you. I had 5.5 on my first cruise with, and I'm going to use air quotes, the internet. And I was like, we went up, worked on the airplanes, came back, put the floppy disk in, and it went.
I remember the last
It was like
5.5
15
I had.
fucking minutes, and then we saw a naked booby picture. You know what I'm saying?
The last 5.5 floppy I had it was when portable computers first came out, not laptops. They were portable computers. Johnny, you probably remember this one. It was called the K Pro 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a suitcase in the front,
Yeah.
folded
It
down.
was a huge fucking.
Yeah, the front would fold down, and you put your
There's
floppy.
the keyboard.
Yep, that was the keyboard. Yep, you just open the front. It was like a big old suitcase. That's the last floppy disk machine I had, was that K Pro 2.
Oh shit! I had 5 1/4s. I had 3.5s. I had, oh my god, I had all that shit.
Yeah, I never bothered putting them on for a while. People were putting them on their home computers. I didn't bother with it.
Oh, don't lie.
No, I didn't. People were still as little as young. What is like in the early 2000s, people were still putting floppies on their damn machines. I never understood why. It was ending. I didn't know why people were doing it.
Well, I was going to say, some of these drives I really need to get a backup drive and get I've got so many YouTube videos. I don't know, for some reason these brewery reviews take up a lot of space. So I'm scanning through this shit, and you can get let's see, what's a good one here? 12 terabit Western Digital for $207.
Yeah.
An 8 for $202 from Western Digital.
Yeah, that's
Then I
a
get
hard
the
drive
cheap
into
one.
your computer. Yeah.
16 terabit for $109. And I honestly said to myself, wow, that seems too good to be true. I clicked on the reviews, 75% 5-star, 25% 1-star. It said, have you ever said to yourself, this is too good to be true? Was the review. They said it was just complete junk. So
my question actually should be, you go for the, you're looking at backing up your videos.
yes, just videos.
So yeah, I would go with the.
But are you running a compression on those videos when they're done? Like, are you compressing them, handbrake them, or something like that?
Wait,
No.
what do you? Well, hold on. Compressing. What do you mean?
I have handbrake, but
yeah, you can run them through. You can run them through handbrake, and it'll cut the size of the video in half. You can compress it. All right. So in other words, if you got a 4 gig video, you can handbrake it and get it down to like 1.8 gigs or whatever. It makes it a lot easier for storage, especially in stuff that you don't have to have high def for. You don't need 4K for a beer review.
And I agree with John that you don't need 4, 8, whatever K. If you just want to save it to 2K. If
1080p. You just put it in 1080p, compress it to
1080p, and put it on a your drive, your 1080p drive. That's whatever. To me, I don't save any of this shit. I really don't. But I agree with John, where if you want to save it, put it over there.
Just compress it so it's easy. You don't take up so much damn room.
I have handbrake, but it just seemed like doing a brewery review every single day. It was like waiting on handbrake to compress it. It was like, I don't know.
Your upload cuts in half.
Again, do you need to wait every day on? Do you want to save every brew review? You have them written down, right?
Written down?
Well, never. Okay, never mind.
They used to be.
Well, no, they used to be
Yeah,
easy had them on.
I'm sorry, even Johnny went, yeah, fuck that.
But can't you get now? There's a program where you can grab videos off of YouTube. Okay, I know this sounds stupid, but hear me out for a second. You can grab it off YouTube, and it ends up being like 150 megabytes when you're grabbing one of those, because you're grabbing something already and pulling it off. It's what I used to grab Ed's and Justin's and all those.
That's entirely true. I use a YouTube downloader, and it allows you to pick. Now for free, it'll go all the way up to 720. You go beyond 720, and you're supposed to pay for the product, but they give it to you all the way up to that point in time.
But you don't need anything more than that for saving.
No, you're what you're saying makes more sense, because I could just log in. It only works on my Firefox browser. I could go to my brewery review, download it at half the size, and it would still be done faster than handbrake would if I was doing it here.
And exactly, that's perfect. Honestly, I agree with John. That's perfect.
Yeah, and then you can just put it away for posterity, and you've got all your copies of your beer reviews then. That way, if someone comes along and decides that reviewing beer is bad,
well, I think unless someone tells me different, for $207, I can get a 12 terabit Western Digital, and that would be a good. I would be able to put everything I have right now on that.
Just make sure when you do that, though, I would tell you this, Johnny. Tell me if you agree, but I would tell you to get a separate enclosure to house it in, all right, and then have that. They have standalone enclosures you can put in different drives into.
You can buy it pre done that way, but
right, you can put it in
slower.
You can put it in your existing tower.
Yeah, you put it inside the computer. It's going to have a much faster connection, and because Eric doesn't have Thunderbolt 3, so he's not going to have 12 gigs or 12 to 20 gigs a second.
Okay.
He's going to be going through USB-A, and that's going to most likely just be 3 gigs a second, and that'll be really slow on those big files. I would mount it on the inside, but I would buy whatever you decide, buy 2. And you do one in what's called RAID 1, and RAID 1 is mirroring, so it would make a backup of a backup.
Yep.
Well, anything that I feel is really important, that's already happening because this computer has 5 hard drives in it, and I only see 3.
They're in a RAID configuration.
Because Dan did that. If my F drive fails, there's going to be a clone of it already.
No, and that's great, but you also have to think about putting it somewhere else, just to be safe. See,
if it's on 2 different drives.
For example, my collection, if you will, is shared between 3 different computers right now. So, I don't want one computer controlling all of it. So,
Amanda said, check it out on Black Friday. They give you all kinds of special sales when you're online. So that's a good idea.
And you can also use Amazon Renewed. Refurbished drives work fine.
Hold on. Do not trust Amazon. Fuck everything about that. I'm sorry, but just fuck everything about that. I'm sorry.
You got the white privilege.
I am sorry, Johnny, but no, nothing, anything, not a zip, anything that Amazon. I'm sorry, no.
Don't like that, do you, Jim?
No. I have Amazon. I have Amazon Prime, but I am very specific of what I do on that. Okay, if you're doing anything, it's hard to describe. The whole. I can't.
Well, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
Exactly.
It's not going to be for everybody. But now on that, Eric, if you go to where Johnny was mentioning, there actually is a Seagate 12 terabyte. It's an HDD, but they have some. Where is it at here? I'm looking for the 2 terabyte SSD. That was $156. That's not bad for an SSD, 2 terabyte.
It would definitely be much faster than anything spinning.
Yep.
Hey, Cat. There you go. Hector. Here's a case in point. I won't mention any names. His name is Steve. We bought our boom lift from.
Yeah.
And shortly after purchasing it from him, one of the controllers went out. It was the one that made it go up and down. And he's like, those things, oh my God, those things are super ass pricey. I want to say they're right around $900. And I was like, okay. So we had no choice. He's the lift guy. I mean, this is where the lift came from. He also services them. We took him at his word, and he ordered us the controller. Well, long story short, today, while we were in the air, thankfully, it was in a position that we were able. Of course, I know how to hotwire it, so I can make one of the other controllers work. But it wouldn't go left or right. The other controller is now not working.
Well,
And,
something's up there.
Well, this
Something's up.
is a complete. I mean, this is an old lift. This is a 1996 lift. So I mean, things are gonna slowly start wearing out. And I know it's the controller because I
Wait a
just
minute, you said 1996?
yeah.
Well,
Actually,
I'm sorry, but that's just
it
a
was
minute ago.
It was refurbished in 1996.
Oh, what was the year of the unit though?
So, like, what?
I'm
How
not
many years ago?
I'm not even sure what the original build is. But so we were expecting to pay another $700 or $800 for this controller. And well, Greg is trying to call Steve to get another one ordered. I found it on Amazon or on eBay and ordered it. It was $160, brand new.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, somebody was taking you for a ride there.
Yeah, Steve was taking us for a ride.
Yeah, Steve was taking you for a ride. He's a bad.
No, not
bad.
white, sir.
Oh. I'm just going to let that go.
The Switz did not take us for a ride.
How is the Switch doing? Anyways, I haven't heard head no tail. He was putting videos out for a little while, but then he quit.
Well, he's happily married now.
Yeah, that's all you need. Yeah, that's what.
Rule of thumb: when
Yeah,
you're a true
yeah,
patriot,
yeah,
don't
okay.
marry a libtard.
Uh-oh.
There you go, Jolson. I got one too. 2 terabyte Samsung right here.
Okay. I gotta be honest.
How much is that, Johnny?
I need to.
One. I think it was like 128, 130.
2 terabyte SSD.
Yeah, and it's. I mean,
Yeah, it's a pack of cigarettes.
and
size.
this was what they used to be. Okay, this is a 2. Let me get back up here. 2 terabyte, the new one.
Yep.
Yep.
Heck
So
yeah. Heck
What are they
yeah.
making?
they've gotten really small, and they make them even. They're even smaller than this now.
Where do they make them?
Where do you guess?
Well,
Who the fuck did this shit?
Where do you think they make them?
China.
my
The idea is to stand up in your house and point to something that's not
Okay.
made in China.
This is in my entire Plex library. There's 898 different movies on this.
Really?
Yep. And I've got it on my big computer, but I'm getting ready to go out of the country, and I'm gonna take it with me.
There you
Are
go.
they porn movies or just regular movies?
No, there is no porn in that stack.
Well, who the? No.
Keyword:
there's-
that
there's-
stack.
That's right.
Only
But then
'cause
there's
there'll
the
be
but
other
then there's the
people.
suitcase that's gonna follow behind. That stack has that stack
He's
has
got the suitcases.
Johnny has the normal ones in his pocket like a pack of cigarettes and a suitcase for the porn.
Yeah.
Well, you can't let the minors see it. You know,
No.
you got to keep it put away.
Anything you want to declare, sir? Yeah, there's no porn on this one.
Oh, but the other 20 in the
How about the suitcase? We're not talking about the suitcase.
Midget and donkey porn.
We don't talk about the suitcase,
No.
but we're talking about the suitcase.
The first rule of the suitcase is we don't talk about what's
Ah!
in the suitcase.
No, I'm not moving to Albania. No,
There's enough movies on that little hard drive in Albania. You'd be famous.
Are you going to Ukraine?
nope. Nope, but I am going outside the country limits. And so,
He's gonna
won't
go.
be-
Gam-
it won't-
he's gonna go
won't be-
gamble at sea.
yeah, well, there's no way to stream. So, won't be no streaming. So, if I want to watch anything on TV, movies, I got to bring it with.
Oh, there you go. How
Yeah,
long
you
you gonna
said
be
you was
gone?
going on
How long
cruise.
you gonna be gone?
8 days.
8 days, and you brought how many damn movies?
About just under 900.
That's a boring ass trip you're on.
I fucking know it's porn now. It can't be anything but 900 of them.
Well, I just brought the whole library. It was easier than trying to pick and choose.
It's like, holy crap, he's going on vacation. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm watching movies. Screw it.
Beating it on the high seas.
It's when I decide, because I'm going with other people, and this is their honeymoon. So I've got to give them time to be alone.
Okay.
Well,
so Johnny comes in with gimbals. I know this looks strange, but I thought I'd capture the moment for you. I brought my gear. Just pretend I'm not here, and I'll catch the moment for you guys.
I brought all 6 of my GoPros. I'll put them in all the.
Holy shit.
Johnny's got 6 GoPros and 5 gimbals going at the same time. He's like, you know what'd be cool, guys? What? I'm gonna get the Mavic and put it up right over the top of you. Just
These 2 over here are going to be doing time lapse.
Yeah. No pressure, dude. No pressure.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I told Jim, but I finally watched the Navy movies, both of them, and I really enjoyed the second one. The first one was a little cheesy because it's just old and I'd never seen it. But that
Top
second
Gun?
Maverick movie, the whatever it's called, was
Maverick.
really good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was the scenes that I've seen. That was some pretty crazy ass flying. I enjoyed that. I haven't seen the whole movie yet, but I've seen some of the scenes.
I read a story that said that the Chinese were trying to figure out what that first aircraft was, that they literally had sent people out to try to photograph it. Not knowing that it was not even built yet.
That was a fucking god. Oh. That was a goddamn. It was a fucking movie.
Yeah.
And the Chinese fell, and all you assholes fell first. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was a good movie, though. I enjoyed
That
it.
was a very good flick.
No, it was a good movie. It wasn't.
What are we talking about?
Mavic.
Oh,
Eric's favorite.
shit.
Yeah, some woman. Some woman that nobody can remember. What was that?
Jennifer Connelly. Her eyes are brown. When your wife asks, never say they're blue. That's because you're too busy staring at her tits and never even knew what color her eyes were.
What color are her eyes?
That's a good question.
Brown? Blue? Something?
Brokeback Mountain is Eric's favorite movie? Damn, I didn't know that. I'm glad I didn't know that.
Don't you have a few copies of it?
Not anymore.
Oh, who got them?
I can't even remember. It's been a while since they were outsourced.
I know who got a few copies in the mail. Ice is done.
Got ice cubes.
Jennifer Connelly has green eyes.
Oh, really? Shit.
Nice tips.
That was a double fail.
Indeed.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a little research. Obviously, I can get a lot more terabits if I go with a non SSD. But obviously, the SSD would be a lot faster for transferring stuff over.
Oh yeah.
Not as much faster as you think.
Well, if that's the case, then I won't bother because I'd rather have the storage than I would the speed.
For long-term storage, you're better off to use a spinning hard drive. They just last longer. The platters work better.
It's all changed now. The old ones were different. Now it's
and if you want, your best bet is to buy one that says either Enterprise or it has a NAS rating on it, or it says it's NAS, network attached storage. Those are going to have special. What are they? They have more rubber in them. They have for shock mount, for shock proofing. Basically, like an enterprise drive is designed to be in a server, and so if you figure it's taking the vibration of 30, 40 hard drives right next to it. It'll last longer in yours.
Okay.
And so
here's another question then. Let's just say that I get like that 12 Western Digital, that 12 terabit drive. Is there such a thing as a program where I say every time I put something in this folder, it just transfers it? It doesn't copy it, but it transfers it to the drive?
Not sure. I don't think so. But there might be a script setup that you can run. These hard drives, you just get to where you store. When you produce the file, you just send it to the hard drive,
right,
and save it there, and don't save it locally.
And plus, whenever you're doing something like a video, say you're doing a video for YouTube, all right, whenever you make a choice there, that choice tends to stay there until you change it again. So when you run through your Corel, when you first went to set it up, Corel asked you, where do you want this set? You can actually set it for that drive. I want you to, from now on, dump it in that drive.
Yeah, and that's where it will save the work
Right.
after it's done.
And then when you go, but you always remember, when you go to a different program, if you don't tell it to save it there, it'll save wherever the last place it saved was. So always make sure you just go in and tell them at the very beginning, this is where I want to have it saved at. I want to have it right there on this one.
And Half-Ass says to build a NAS. Very simple. Basically, a NAS is just a small computer. Doesn't have to have a lot of power, but it's got a lot of storage.
Yep.
And then you just network connect them via cable, RJ45 cabling. You can do Wi-Fi network stat, but then they slow down
a lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can buy a NAS pre-built, and it'll come with however big you design it. What I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to build my NAS. I'm going to buy a used Dell PowerEdge tower. Basically, it's a server in a tower, and you can buy them on eBay for $300, $400 without the drives, and then you buy the drives and you just load them in. And I'm going to run software called, it's called FreeNAS Core now. It used to be, or it's TrueNAS Core, one of the two, but they changed its name, but it's freeware. And it's set up, and you just follow. There's 1,000 YouTubers out there that tell you exactly what to do for the steps. And yeah, you can use an old computer, absolutely. It doesn't have to be powerful to do this job. You don't need to go buy anything. Yeah, and download TrueNAS for free. There, yes, he's telling you that. That's exactly right. But I think they changed the name to TrueNAS Core is the free version. But it's easy to do. That's exactly what I'm working on. I'm going to buy an old, probably a 2016, 2018, somewhere in there, Dell PowerEdge, because it's got 20 bays in it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's already set up to take all these drives and hot swappable setup. And so that's what I'm going to buy that, and I'm building mine now. And then instead of buying the 12 terabyte or a 20 terabyte, I'm going to go buy the cheap 2 terabytes and put 20 of them in there.
Well, and a lot of times when you're doing SSD and stuff like that, getting some of the I've always found that, like when you do the 250 gig or the 500 gig, it's a lot cheaper to do those than it is to go out and grab a 2 terabyte. It's a lot cheaper to buy 4 of the 500 gig.
And then what you can use on there is like Plex. I don't know if the popcorn one that you guys do, that one might. There's one called Jellyfin, which is another movie program.
Yep.
You can put that on the NAS system and have it go to every TV, every computer, everywhere around the house.
Yep.
And so everywhere shares all your movies.
Hmm.
And then what you do is that DVD player you have there on your computer that you have right there, you go and take every DVD you own and you rip it. And then you put it onto the
Have you seen the collection my kid has?
You just take a lot of time, but it's possible.
Well, Johnny, when this system was built, it was actually impressive for about 15 minutes.
Oh,
I had
remember.
the conversation with Dan, and I said, Dan, what's your dream system looks like? And he blubbered off for about 15 minutes, and I said, okay, how much would it cost to build that? And he's like, oh, I suppose if I do a little shopping, I can maybe build that system for $3,500. And I go, let's do this. He's like, are you serious? So he built my computer and then used it to rip his entire media library and put it on his server.
Yeah. That's why I have a Blu-ray in my other computer so that I can rip my Blu-rays.
That's what I got in this one here. I have a Blu-ray in this one.
It'll do DVDs and Blu-rays, and I use Make MKV as the software. It's freeware, and about every 6 months you have to re-download it. They just, and it'll just do it. Yeah, you can do it that way too, but torrent downloads are technically illegal, even though copying it off of a DVD and Blu-ray is illegal too in the gray area. But it's
if you copy it off a DVD and it remains in your possession and you have the DVD,
I could fight it a lot easier than if I took it off the internet.
Yeah, you can argue that saying I paid for it.
I just made a copy for and that's got my back storage.
Yes, that's all.
I don't want to use them. That's for storage.
That's right. I have a copy of storage in case my DVD doesn't work right or something goes wrong. I have it for storage.
My joke used to be is that just in case something happens to the Blockbuster down the street, they can come to me and I'll have a copy of it.
Yeah, that'll go over wonderful. Did Jim go to bed?
I think Jim hit the red line and went away because all of a sudden his eyes looked like they crossed. He went and do a comatose stare for about a minute and then he dropped off.
Yeah, he didn't. All of a sudden, he didn't look like he was feeling good.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe time to hit the hay.
Jacksonville 911.
I see his toe moving. His toes moving.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not exactly super struggling, but I mean, my system to me is like Johnny, yours has a purpose. Mine has a purpose, and it's just mainly video editing. And I don't know exactly what the deal is. If I had a chance, I mean, nothing against Dan. Dan is an IT guy, and he definitely knew his shit. But I think if I could actually afford to have another system built, I'd probably have you do it because you know exactly what I do. And it would be nice to have one that was just, and Dan was close. I think I've had this system now for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he said that I should expect to get maybe 10 out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it'll work that long.
Yeah, he should be able to modify, wouldn't you think?
No.
His hard drive. So he did not. No capabilities to upgrade the.
He's got an Intel system.
Yeah.
And Intel approximately every 2 years changes sockets.
Oh.
So you can only upgrade 1 year and then one generation, and you're done. You have to change
sucks.
motherboard, and if you start tearing motherboard out,
yeah, everything has to.
You might as well start. You might as well start from scratch.
Yeah, because then you'll have pieces you can reuse, but If you're going to switch over, you might as well switch over to M2. You might as well switch everything. If you're going to go, do the whole thing over. At this point,
Eric, if you're considering building a new computer, build the computer and make the one that you have there your NAS, because it's more than strong enough for that.
Oh yeah,
it will do everything, and you can build a computer it's going to be close to about 40 times more powerful, and it will fit inside a toaster right now. I mean, you don't have to have a whole lot.
Well, the big thing is you don't need storage. If you have your NAS
exactly.
there, you don't need storage. You can actually have a computer operating off of a 500 gig SSD, and your programs are on there.
Don't stop there. Go straight to the 1 terabyte as a minimum, M.2.
Yeah.
And you want a SATA, not the SAS. You want to get the SATA drive, NVMe. 1 terabyte costs you about $75-$80 ish for that drive now. It's gone way down. Your best bet.
You can build quite a computer without having.
Your best bet at this point is if you're considering it, you could run Linux.
Big Dog.
Yep. Is to go with you could have your choice of Intel or AMD at this point. I wouldn't go AM5 if you went with the Ryzen system, the brand new one that released a couple of days ago. I would wait.
What is the Radeon now? What they come out with?
AMD just released Ryzen 7000 series, and so you have a bunch of different ones. But right now, they're brand new.
Yeah, I'm running a Radeon 5 right now. Is what I'm running.
And so if you're going to go with Intel, 13 gen comes out in about 10 days, 20 days, somewhere in there. So middle of October, 13th generation Intel's coming out, which is on a brand new socket, so it'd give you 2 years. But AMD, if you did its brand new socket, it'd give you 5 years of upgrade path. But don't look at it that way. Just best bet to just look at this point in time, I'm willing to spend this amount of money. What can I build? Because everything that you can build now with that amount of money will run circles around what you have.
Yeah.
It's just, if you wanted to go with AM4, go with a 5950X. You can buy that for that's an AMD chip. You can get it for somewhere in the nature of around $350, $400 for the chip. Motherboard costs you about $130, $140. M.2 costs you $100. I would put 32 gigs of RAM in it. A 32 gig kit costs you about $80. For under about $700, you can build a monster right now. I would not buy an NVIDIA 4000 series, not in their life. They're running, the power consumption is crazy. I would just look for somewhere in the 3080, 3090 range for the graphic card, NVIDIA 3080, 3090. That's going to be your biggest expense.
So I built a monster 6 years ago for almost $4,000, and you're telling me right now if I gave you $800, you'd be going, woohoo! We're building a rocket.
Everything except the graphic card, yes. Yeah, and Rich is saying he's got a 58 or 5950X. That's the chip that I would look at for you right now. I wouldn't go with the 7950. And let's see, even though Jim doesn't like it, Amazon says that 5950X is theirs is 548, but I've seen it a whole lot cheaper.
For in the 420 range.
Yep. And so we could find it elsewhere for a lot cheaper than that. I have a 3900X, just 3900X, and I can't even slow this bitch down.
But
I have done anything.
Yeah, $1,500 would put one hell of a system in your hands.
Yeah, right now, I wish I couldn't say this, but Johnny, just editing a video, you can hear everything there go. Is it? It's. I don't know. I don't know if there's a combination of stuff that just never played well with each other, or
You're also coming out of Windows 7, which is what that system's base is, and so much of your gear is set up for that, and everything's changing now. And that's part of what happens.
I'm gonna jump out of my airplane here and go get a beer. I'll be right back.
That's kind of what happens.
I can still talk to you though.
Johnny just jumped us right off the wing.
Eject.
Don't do it. He did it.
Hey man, gotta get a beer.
That's how Goose got killed, man.
Yeah, remember, stay clear of the canopy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be one. That'd be one way to have
he jumps back in.
That'd be one way to get a NAS set up. It's sitting right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could even do a 3950. That's going back a little ways. But in all reality, I can't throttle mine.
Well, when it comes to computers, my rule of thumb is I don't know. It's out for me. It's always been get the newest thing you can. Well, obviously these days there's a threshold. This one is $500, and then the next model up is $10,000 or something completely silly.
Yeah, I follow a YouTuber called Paul's Hardware, and Paul does every month a computer build on the budget, medium, whatever, and tells you everything to buy and what to put together to make it work. Hey, Chris.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
She was telling me that Clyde's an asshole, and I just wanted to mute her.
He doesn't have my favorite hat on tonight, though.
Your favorite hat?
Yeah. He knows. See?
Well, shit, partner.
Tell her I don't know about tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah, we'll be able to do the recording, yeah, but I don't know about live because it's just
live. Yeah.
It's
Do
gone
YouTube.
mental. It's just
do
mental.
YouTube Live. Just do YouTube Live.
Mental. It's absolutely freaking crazy.
Aaron, Chuck has actually been over leaving comments on my brew channel, Captain Dick Nozzle. So yes, hey, I want to say now. Don't quote me on this in case Chuck is listening.
Oh.
I think both his parents are still alive.
What?
Am I going to be able to record quickie tomorrow?
I don't know. You have to tell me.
Yeah.
Well, you're working.
Yeah, but only till noon.
Oh, I was gonna say, here I am at the bank at the dry. Hang on a second, John. Yes, did you want 20s with that, or would?
You know what's really weird? I keep seeing the kid that I grew up with in my old neighborhood. It's so weird. Yeah, well, I'll be home in plenty of time and stuff, so we can try to record.
Well, if you can't get to the house by 3, I don't know what the hell to tell you.
Well, plenty of time.
Back to that whole Chuck thing. Believe it or not,
Okay.
this is the longest he's gone unbanned from one of my channels.
So now, is he making normal comments or is he being a dickhead?
He borders on dickheadedness, and I made a very vocal comment in a brew review, and he hasn't left a comment since then, but I didn't ban him. Chuck, Chuck just thinks he's funny. So
Yeah, but he does his brand of funny can be funny at times, but then you cross lines where you degrade military personnel and stuff. Now you're outside the line. Now you're way outside the damn line.
we go back to computer talk. I like computer talk.
Yeah. Computer talk is fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's. I don't know. Right now, me and Christine elected to say goodbye to credit cards and never look back. So if I want something, it takes longer. That's all.
You have to save for it. You have to.
Yeah.
How bad do you want it?
Or bribe, Johnny.
Get the envelope.
How many ARs do I have to send you to build a?
Wow.
Two ought to cover that.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe 3.
One
Jesus.
good JP would cover it all.
Oh, but you could just, I tell you what, I would take the AK.
The red one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hell, for that, I'll take the AK and I'll build it. Hell,
Hey, I hate to say this, but if I could get the Dream system built once again and all it really took was the redhead, I'm not that attached to her.
oh my God, are you kidding me?
Hey, I use the computer literally. See, if I didn't have the computer to use, it'd look something like this.
It's better.
Still kind of looks like that.
Looking good. Oh wait, you were looking good for a second there. Now you look like shit again.
Yeah. Oh, Johnny, I think this line was yours.
Yeah, that's me on the bottom there. Yep.
No, seriously. Actually, I was kind of having this conversation with Nihat today. Yeah, there's definitely some cool guns in the collection, but I don't know. You have to also put where your priorities are.
That's right.
I enjoyed. Well, see, that's the state. YouTube is slowly destroying it for me. I enjoy the YouTube thing. What I won't let YouTube destroy is all of the fantastic relationships. You know, I jokingly say anybody that knows me, I'm about to waste my time saying it all over again. But talk about a love-hate relationship. If it wasn't for the shitty fucking economy created by Obama, and wow, look at where we are today. How come people are so stupid? How come these I get it. You're a Ford guy, you're a Chevy guy, you're a liberal, you're a conservative. But every single time the conservatives have power, you know, everybody's like Orange Man bad. Yeah, well, gas was $1.78. Right now, I drive a diesel. It's $5.50. Fuck you, Biden. So, yeah. If it wasn't if it wasn't for Barack Obama, I might not be looking at any one of you. And when it comes to, I've known Clyde a long time. I haven't been able to personally shake Clyde's hand. Johnny has been here. Johnny's simply like my, I was about to say older brother, but I guess I'd be wrong.
You're older than me.
Johnny's my younger brother. John has been part of my family, and I owe all of that. I owe all of that to NIHAP. It all comes back to that day, John.
Yep.
Where NIHAP says, go back and watch the videos. If you go off of what we set forth, John Solar is the only person that can win our AR giveaway. And I went back and I had to actually look not at the video. I had to look at what I was doing. I was about to pick Evil Neil, who was a good friend at the time, and Neil's still a friend, just not on the same level as John is by a tenth of the margin. But long story short, John ended up winning the AR. and we've been friends since then. Shit, we've been doing Locked and Loaded for
10 years.
10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And so if it wasn't for Barack Obama, the people that I consider the closest people I know, I hope none of you are listening, but I have people that I have known since high school. I have friends that I have known since the 4th grade that I don't feel the kind of friendship and the family-like structure. You know, like for instance, we drive all the way out to Maine and spend over a week with John, and there was nothing weird about it. It was honestly like coming home. I have seen almost John's entire house via Eric, I'm remodeling this, or you know, oh, that's where you filmed that part where you you know, did the vacuum sealing or whatever. So it's kind of like, it was funny because it was literally like, you know, I was like, okay.
Even Rhett was like, we were getting ready to take off to go to do some pictures and go see some of the lighthouses, and Rhett's like, and everybody knows if Rhett changes his mind, that's it. Rhett walks up to Eric, goes, I don't want to go anymore. I'm gonna stay with Eric.
I've never seen the ocean or Maine, and now I'm about to hang out with Rhett for the day.
Jules stayed instead. Yeah, everybody knows those rules. When Rhett calls it, that's it. He's called. It's called. That's it.
Well, let me tell you how my week went. I got a letter in the mail from a company from Houston, Texas, wanting to buy my hill farm.
Really?
Yeah. Just, I don't know why I got this damn letter, and it had a thing in it that said, if you'll sign this form and everything, we'll send you some money. So I decided to call them, and I got a hold of the guy, and he is in Houston, Texas, and he is wanting to buy it. And I told him, I said, well, you're not offering me enough money. I wouldn't sell it to you for that for nothing. I can still just pay the damn taxes on it. And he turned around and said, well, tell me about it. And I told him about it, and he said, well, I'll call you back either today or Monday and let you know. So I may be selling that son of a bitch.
You didn't get a phone call from China, did you?
No, like I said, I didn't think it was real, but there's a big ass hunting club all the way around my property, and it belongs to a bunch of doctors from Texas. Okay, I know that much, but then all of a sudden a realtor from Texas calls me about buying it, and I'm wondering if he's not part of the hunting club. Or
they need to get the undesirable person out of there.
Well, yeah. Let them get me out of there if they pay me enough money. Fuck them.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Now, as Nihat probably knows, once every like 50 brewery reviews, no matter what channel I'm on, because they WokeTube deleted 10 years of my life and got rid of B&E Brew Reviews because they said I was spreading disinformation about the 2020 election, which I say, ha ha, everything that we have been saying is turning out to become true. And then, and the next funny thing was Mark Zuckerberg admits that the FBI contacted Facebook and he went along with hiding the Hunter Biden stuff. And I simply posted and talked about that in the brew review on the new channel, and they gave me a strike. Wow, they are so trying to manipulate this. But look at how easy it is. Look at all the sheep that are in the United States of America. Anybody right now that goes, oh, gas does fluctuate, and oh, we're going to believe the White House when they say the reason that prices are high now is because of this curve that happens after a conservative gets out of office, all bad things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. Orange Man bad. Oh, yeah, those nasty tweets. Yeah, okay, those nasty tweets might get everything in my life. Everything in my life. Johnny, I would have had enough money to to send you everything you need to build the computer, not stepping down in parts, but stepping up in parts. If it wasn't for the fact that after selling my truck, both me and Christine are so concerned about what's going to happen this winter that she wanted to make sure that we had money set aside in our bank account to cover, and we're already seeing it. Car insurance has gone up. You know, I took full coverage. I dumped my half-ton Dodge off my account and I sold it. So that meant a full coverage vehicle came off of my account. I'm paying $68 more now than I was when Biden took office, with the vehicle off there. So, yeah, what a joke. I tell you, anybody so buffaloed right now. I mean, if you voted for first of all, I don't believe for a second that a guy that they had to fake how many people were showing up to his rallies got more votes than I personally. I also think the scam that they ran, they've run it in the past. Like, did Obama really get that many votes? We got. Then again, how many people out there right now, raise your hand silently, will I say this, believe that there's no such thing as a fair election ever, that they simply seat. It's all part of the design. And I think what the problem was was Trump really part of the design, or did they just never think that some Yahoo businessman was going to beat them at their own game?
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Trump scared the shit out of them, man. That's all that was. I mean, they were just so afraid everybody was going to fucking wind up in jail after he made that comment to Hillary. That, man, they just had to get rid of him.
I tell you, they're sure gunning hard. I mean, look at what's going on right now. I hate to continuously point this out. Well, especially if you follow the Brew channel. Our founding fathers literally went to war for half of what's going on to us right now in our lives.
And not even half of it, just taxes. Think about that. That's fucking insane.
Let's hire 86,000 new IRS agents, and one of the things that was on that paperwork that they deleted off of their page when they started to get scrutinized was, are you willing to use deadly force?
Yeah, I saw that. They fucking better be.
And now they're using, the FBI has now become the browncoats of our era. They are using the FBI to go after their political adversaries and do whatever it takes to sink them.
And if they're using the FBI, that means they're using everybody. Department of Homeland Security, they're using CIA, they're using all of them.
Well, I was shocked to see this one, was when we were at some function or whatever, and there were three ladies standing off to the side, and they were being really kind of sketchy. And I was like, "What's up with these three?" They went, "Oh, they're with Child Protective Services." I was, "What do you mean? They have to stand back there?" I was like, "Why?" They have to. I'm like, "What the heck is this all about?" And I talked to somebody else. They're like, "Well, they had to stand back there because they're armed." I went, "What?" They went, "Well, yeah, they're armed. And apparently, they are non-constitutional." I don't know what the phrase is, so don't everybody start flipping out and saying all kinds of stupid shit. They're not bound by the Constitution somehow. So when they come to your door, you can't look at them and say, "Well, I have Constitution." They don't need anything. They're coming right in. Apparently, it's under the guise of it being for kids. I don't know the exact words to say. So somehow or other, they're not bound.
Were they state or were they federal? Because if they're state, they wouldn't have a federal jurisdiction.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. All I know is that these people can do no knock, just come in, and they're drawing weapons on you, and you don't have the rights under for somehow or other. There's someone out there will know what I'm talking about. Put it in there in the chat room or whatever, and help me understand it. But apparently, there are certain agencies that are not bound by the Constitution. I wasn't familiar with that, and that was a new one for me to hear about. But apparently the Department of Health and Human Services, or whatever the heck it used to be, Child Protective Services. It's got a new name now, but there's a group in there that are like cops, and they can just come right in the house. So if they think something's wrong with the kid in your house, they're coming right in. They don't need to have a warrant. They don't need a damn thing. They're coming in, weapons drawn.
Well, see, DHS here is state run. It has nothing to do with federal. And they have to have an officer of the law present with a warrant if they want to go in your house. Now you can let them in your house all you want, but they can't.
I don't know what it is, so I don't want to say, because I'm talking. I'm not familiar with it, but somehow or other they're able just to come in. I was in shock. I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I didn't think it was real at first, but no, apparently it is real. Apparently there's certain agencies that have this.
I don't see the CIA's ever been bound by the Constitution.
No, they're not.
And
neither is the NSA.
You know? I mean, the ATF can't make up a law.
They do.
So, but they do. They try. They try to tell you can't do something or you can do something, and they're not. They're just an arm of law enforcement. They're not a governing body. So.
I know there's a whole lot of crazy stuff. These different agencies that are
somebody
able to
like
do stuff.
Daddy Johnny.
Can't hear you no more, Johnny.
She muted me, or he muted me, pushing the thing up. My roommate's dog came in my room here.
Shouldn't your dog have a helmet if he's in an F-18?
I'm not wearing one.
Well,
but you got headgear on.
Yeah.
Thank you for the sub, Aaron. I subbed you back. Yeah, it's they basically striked out B&E Brew Reviews and just deleted the channel, which, in one regards, I kind of giggle because now there was 1,800 reviews, so that means that's a lot of things that I never reviewed, wink wink, anymore. So I get
another reason to go back and start over.
I get the great reset.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
may I recommend Mickey's Big Mouth? I'd like to go on record as recommending Mickey's Big Mouth, even though it took you 4 friggin' years to finally do that review that I moaned and bitched and
then it got deleted.
Yeah, and then it got deleted. So I mean, I don't want to wait 4 years to see it happen again.
Hey,
but
John,
I do like the way you did as the 4.0. So I want the same review. The 4.0 of Mickey's. Ooh,
can you do Stroh's?
Hams. Gotta get a hams in there.
Wow, I haven't heard Stroh's in a long time.
I've reviewed hams. I really like hams, but John, guess what's sitting in my refrigerator ready to be reviewed?
Yeah, my damn.
Malt liquor.
Moxie?
Schlitz.
Oh, Schlitz malt liquor.
Schlitz malt liquor.
Tell me it's a pounder.
Yes, it is.
All right. It's the only way to go is a pounder. I got to do. I'm going to send you another thing of Moxie so you can do a review. No. Put your big boy pants on and you can do an actual damn review.
You going to send me some lobster beer too?
No. Red Snapper to go with it.
I sent him lobster beer, Johnny. He didn't like it. He was a real dick about it.
Yeah.
Red Snapper.
It's like the oyster beer was real good too, wasn't it, Eric?
I might have more respect for. There's a lot of things. I mean, I can't remember who. I think it was Rich said you went a long time before you ever gave out a 10, and now I'm handing them out like toilet paper roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's a 10 now. Eric's like, how much this beer cost me? You got it for free from so and so. I love it. I love this one. This is great. Yeah.
Well, I need you to
price now. And now the review's by price. How much?
I need you to text me your top 10 beers so I can see if I can get them at the liquor store and at least try them.
You need a Moxie. That's what you need, Clyde.
You know what? I need today.
I'm drinking that shit.
A Natty Daddy.
Oh.
Man, Natural Light's like $12 a 30 pack down here.
It's like this monster can. It says Natty Daddy on it.
I actually saw one of those damn 100 packs. I thought it was a joke.
Yeah,
I thought
I've
it was a
seen it.
damn joke.
yeah.
It wasn't a joke. It really was a PBR 100 pack.
Yep.
Mhm.
I've seen it.
I went by and went, oh my! Could you
It's
imagine
a John Solar.
back when I was drinking?
Yeah,
Could you
John
imagine
Solar
if I had
Friday
rolled in the
night.
door going, "Look at what I got, guys! I'm gonna try to finish it tonight."
Yeah, back when John was drinking, it might have made it in the Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. He'd had balls drawn on his chin.
I seen a
Oh.
guy riding a chopper with one of those little what's it called, the wheelie bar on the back, and he had one strapped to it, just sticking way the hell up a big 100 pack,
Yeah.
riding
I,
it down the highway.
I thought it was fake until I was standing there going, "Oh my god!"
John
And that's the kind of thing
around.
I'd have walked in, snapped it over my knee, and went 50 and 50. Here's today. Here's tomorrow. I'm good to go.
John turns around and there it is.
The Holy Grail.
That's a buttload of diarrhea right there.
He hears hearts and shit.
Oh yeah. The worst I ever did was that 30 rack. Well, no, when the kids said they were married, and I drank the half a fifth of apple. Yeah, that was not good. That was a bad day.
He came in while we were live.
Yeah.
You muted. He whispered in your ear, and you had that. What the fuck did you just say? And all of a sudden, John's like, "Gulp, gulp, gulp." I'm like, oh.
They walked in and told me that this crap girl over here right next to me was now his wife and had been his wife for like 6 months. I'm like, and I drank, what was it, a half a fifth of apple? What was that?
Was that the
Was that Apple Crown?
Yeah, it was Apple Crown.
Apple
Yeah.
Crown?
Yeah, half
Yeah.
a fifth of Apple Crown there. Yeah, that was a bad night for me. I ended up slurring really bad. And then John Huber came on one night, and I had a 30 rack. It was really, really cold, and I drank I didn't have anything to do.
I
We were
remember
on YouTube. Remember, we were on YouTube that night.
I
had
remember
nothing
we
to
had
do.
an auction.
Yeah, you asshole. Freaking asshole.
And John kept betting against himself.
Johnny's like, we got these scissors. It's for a good cause, though, John. I'm like, $50.
And then I'd say, we got a $50 bet. And John would go 55.
Nope, get a 60. Little does Johnny tell me that I'm the one who put in the both bets. Johnny's just jacking it up on me. Taking advantage of a man in a situation like that, you son of a bitch.
Oh my God! That was worth the price of admission just watching you. It was like John goes, I'll go $50. Johnny goes, John, did you hear that? Someone went 50. Well, fuck that. I'll go 60.
Fucking assholes.
Wow,
There was one person in the auction that got jacked up to $300. There was only one person bidding. Fucking assholes.
It was for a good cause.
Yeah, it was for a good cause, yes, but I was the only one bidding.
It was like a $37 knife.
Oh my God. Fucking assholes, man. I'm 30 in, at least a 30 rack in, and Johnny's like, let's raise this money.
I'm a good auctioneer. What can I say?
Johnny's got I got one fish. Oh, he's live though. Trust me.
Got him hooked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Johnny's the only person who's arguing with nobody. Wait. 55. Johnny got 55. There's nobody even here. He said 70. I got. Who the fuck was that? Yeah.
John's like, this is fucking bullshit. How much do I need to outbid him?
Oh, never drink a 30 rack and then enter an auction with Johnny. The fact that I was able to stand up straight was one thing, but I wasn't going to be able to fight back against Johnny in that situation. But I do remember you going, wait, 75. It's like you look back and go, well, who the fuck was that? Why didn't they get on camera and say it? Fucking
Then you outbid them.
Only for a second. Then they managed to get a hold of you again.
Magically got another bid in.
Johnny just keeps going, what? 85. Fucking butt munch.
It was a good night. Good
John
night, raise,
Alcohol.
charity raise.
Half-ass says he bid 37.19. 37.19. 100.
Oh, I tell you though, as far as memorable, God, that's what we need to do is just a Spreaker show of some of the more memorable moments. Of course, we're just going to repeat a bunch of this shit.
One of my favorite was this. Everybody's looking right now so they can see me. This is one of my favorites right here. Eric goes, no, don't do that. Come on. No, stop. He's like, I've got to do it. He goes on his little fucking video and he's like measuring 3 fingers and he's like, oh, well, look, it says this. He's got this shot glass that says like stupid shit on it. He fills it all the way to the top and goes, I'm like, start the fucking clock. And it's like, just we're like 3, 2. He goes,
Was that the Texas shot glass?
Yes.
all you heard was,
The one I sent you?
he's like, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, Eric, God damn it. I'll be fine. Christine's going, oh, no. I'm like, we're live. She goes, oh. And I was like, 5 minutes later, you hear this. All night, the whole night, that was it. And then another one of my favorites is he's got everybody at the house, and they're all getting excited and all that, and they start giving him drinks and all that. And next thing you know, he gets all wound up and excited, then just takes off.
Then leaves, walks away.
He just leaves. He goes out to the fire pit, and he's out there getting hammered, going, yeah, they're all out there partying. We're live. He just fucking, oh my God, Ammo Head.
Yeah,
Holy crap. Wow. I just was watching one of your videos with your son, and you guys were making, what was it? That you were doing a one pan skillet thing with your boy there. I was just watching that earlier today. Wow.
Yeah, you know what freaked me out? I've been following him and Dylan for years and years, and then last time we talked, he's like, "Oh yeah, he just like turned 36 and got married for the second time." I'm like, "What?"
I'm just saying, you know.
Like, wow, time flies.
Well, it's good to see him. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well, hell, I remember when Sam was like in junior high.
Yeah, she has definitely she's moved on too.
Another one of my favorite moments. You speaking of that, it was actually Lily, I believe. Lily had a relatively new boyfriend, and she like went upstairs or something. And I think Jim sat down on one side of this kid, and Jerry sat down on the other side of this kid, and just sat there like this. And he's in the middle going,
who the fuck are you guys?
Downstairs, and he hops up. It's like, well, it's nice meeting you guys. And I tell you, the other one that I thought was really going to work out bad for your wallet, maybe even more than the damn knife, is when you passed out and you had to turn the show off,
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
or
Oh.
it just kept going ka-ching. What was it? Every 15 minutes, you said, cost money?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And nobody could get in touch with you.
And finally, somehow or other, Rhett comes down and saves the day. Daddy.
Yeah, he had your phone. We kept calling your
He's
phone.
like,
And it
Daddy,
finally pissed off Red.
Daddy,
He went and got your phone. Dad, your phone.
Dad, your phone, Dad. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, what's up? I think that was when I became the Balchinian.
Yes, it was that night.
I recently ran across that picture. I think that's on one of the backup drives. Like this, and we were like doodling your picture.
Screenshots and then doodling on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've had some interesting moments. Her walking in, Dummy walking in one day when I was half in the bag and pissed off. She went, and me yell live going, "Get the fuck out of my studio, you stupid bitch!" She just turns around. Yeah, that was an interesting one. Didn't Scourge, what is this shit?
Yeah.
Well, have a good one, Ammohead. Have a good one.
Yeah. It's like, evidently we should probably have one of those catch-up calls sooner than later.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Should have him come on Locked and Loaded. Oh my God, my side would be fucking hurting. Ammohead, if you can still hear me say this, man, you gotta commit to doing Locked and Loaded.
We'll have to do it like this though, so you can have everybody watch, so everybody can see.
Oh, yeah.
That's possible.
Could you take the StreamYard feed and put it on Spreaker simultaneously?
Yeah, I can simulcast. Yeah.
Yeah. So then we could do it all.
Yep, I can simulcast.
Yeah,
it would definitely be funny. It would be funny.
We could start doing this kind of deal like this all the time.
Yeah. The only thing you got to remember is that
what you can and can't do.
Where you have all the freedom over there, if you're simulcasting, you're bound to this stream, because what you have over there and the right to speak over there, you don't have here.
Don't forget. Oh, look at the new optic. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
You can, but now remember, you can talk about things. You can talk about,
the new Smith & Wesson 338 Lapua revolver.
That's right. And by the way, thank you, Mr. Half-Ass. I did get a package in the mail today. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it greatly. Can't do anything more than that, though. But yeah, as long as you remember that you're bound by those verbal rules from here, I can simulcast quite easily.
Be fun.
That's funny, Johnny. Every now and then, some form of alien mutant forms off of your left wing.
Oh, I know.
Now, what we got to do, though, is we got to give you a different channel in case they get mad. I have a backup Ebomi channel called Ebomi Exposed. And I started it years ago. So it's like the old style channel. It still has all the added stuff to it.
What's she doing behind me?
I'll every now and then, like, trying to get comfortable. That was the circle the mattress 27 times scenario that just went on back there.
Yep. And she literally took a shirt, drug it up onto the bed, and that's what she's laying on right now, one of my shirts. She picked it up off the floor.
Let's see here.
Great. Christine texting. You know, we are in what I call the financial mellow zone in my life. And what that means is we're right in between Christine asking for the air conditioners to be turned off and before the boiler gets turned on, and that was that's where she just texted me and said, just so you know, I put the fan in the window, and if when you come to bed it's too cold, you can turn it off.
Right on the edge.
Oh yeah. I blame the tree frog on Johnny.
Trying to see how old this channel is.
Yeah, she actually texted me while I was at work today and said, well, if you want to take the air conditioner out of the bedroom window, and I'm like, we go through this every year.
Yeah, this one right here was started. I put your first backup went in January 1st, 2014. So
nice. Well, I technically I did create a backup to this, and it was a in respects for Mr. 45 bullet, and it's Mr. 10 millimeter. So,
and this was the toilet that was up in Canada with why can't I say his name now? Mr. Canada man there.
Heffy?
Heffy, 67. That's the toilet that he was in. That is a screwed up bathroom right there, I'll tell you what. Yeah, so I have that back. So if you want to do simulcasts, just to make sure you don't, in case anything goes wrong or there's a mistake made by some strange stretch of the imagination, it'd be better for you to do it off this Bomi exposed one that way.
That's true. I mean, if we're just going to be, well, I'm already living proof of my own self. John, have you checked out the views that Captain Dick Nozzle gets in comparison to Ebomi?
Oh yeah.
Jesus, I don't even know where the hell they're coming from. I won't even waste everybody's time going back more than I'll go back a week. 791 views, 288, 286, 482.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a 1,687 from it was the Fitness Freak.
I got a promo for Locked and Loaded that's a year and a half old that was getting more than everything combined. I was like, good God Almighty, they're really up against you there.
Okay.
Yeah, I always laugh when somebody tries to tell me that it's one thing where I call bullshit. I still remember that day where Pete called me and he said some switch got flipped on Friday and everybody's YouTube world changed.
Yep.
Overnight.
Yep. Indeed.
Yeah. And Captain Dick Nozzle gets sponsors. No, I'll do a brew review, and then I'll get up in the morning just to make sure I haven't gotten a strike, or the most common thing is they say the girl in I always love it when it's a girl in a dress or a one-piece swimming suit, and they pull the thumbnail down and they tell me I was in violation of nudity. This last one, she was wearing a two-piece bikini, and you couldn't see anything, but she did have some rather large side boob. And I appealed it, and I said, please, all I'm asking is someone with half a brain there just to tell me how this is nudity. And they never even responded to my appeal. normally I get out after a thorough review. We have verified that it was nudity. I didn't even get that.
They just said it was. That was it. Done.
That was it. Yeah. Somewhere, and I think it's on my old phone, which means I have to figure out how to unback it up from the cloud. On B&E, everybody was sending me pictures of them flipping off the camera so that I could use it whenever they pulled the picture. Instead of you seeing me stand there drinking a beer with the television in the background, I could actually switch. You know, one of my favorite ones was Jeremy and Caitlin out fishing on the boat, and they're both flipping the camera off. But I'm not exactly sure, other than to say that what I would believe is the YouTube spy bots haven't completely figured out Captain Dick Nozzle yet.
Nope. That's why I think you'll probably do better if we use the Bomi Exposed. If you want to do simulcast, we'll do that, because it has sat there for it's been there 9 years now. It's never had anything post on it. It's been sitting there for 9 years, just sitting there.
No, that'll work. John, you'd probably be surprised, considering which of my children it is, but I actually got this from Lily. And she says, "What's wrong with this picture?"
Oh, let me see here. Might be nice to spell.
Brian's.
Well, I guess what the main problem is this is a guy. So when he says I have brains and a vagina, only neither of those are right in this particular scenario. Again, as we're about to, I'm ready to be done. We're coming up on 2 hours. We won't go for the 4 that Jim had alluded to.
He didn't make 2.
Yeah, so he didn't make it.
I'm going to put a comment in under your other channel, so if someone wants to go grab it, they can grab it.
Okay. John's about to share the link to the other channel if we do a simul. And Mr. 27, nice of you to show up right at the end. John's going to put a link in the chat room to the alternative Ebomi channel. So if we do, actually he left. He didn't put the link. He actually
put the comment.
You put the comment so that you can hit the 3 little buttons.
Yep.
And then you can go directly to the channel. Not to end on a political note, but I tell you, there's been one. I know there's been multiple people that have been saying this, but there's been one video, because I reposted it before I went to Facebook jail. There is a college professor who is basically gets into an argument with a senator because he says to her, "So you're saying that guys can have babies?" And she goes, "Well, this is just more proof of how racist you really are, going against, transgender people." And it's just like, these people are teaching our children. But of course, this is all part of the plan. This was all part of the plan. If you can control the media and the education system, you can control the world. And that's exactly what's happening right now. And for people that are educators to be sitting there going, "You're a racist if you don't think that a guy can have a baby," well, fine. Then I want to go on record as being ultra racist. I'm ultra mega racist. A guy can't have a baby. It's fucking impossible. And anyone that thinks that it can happen, obviously, we all know where your mental illness lies. So,
I've never seen a guy with a set of ovaries.
yeah, it's like, okay, so you're a college professor, and I'd like you to explain to me how that baby thing is going to take place inside of a guy. So, okay, but you can keep an eye out for it. If we obviously, if anything that I feel is important that's going to happen or going to be happening, it's always, you hear about it on the Brew Channel first. Lately, I think I've done one every single day. There's even been a couple of days where I was almost positive I was not going to be able to get the opportunity to get one in, and it still ended up happening. So, other than that, if either of the three of you have any final thoughts before we say goodbye to the 8 people that are still here.
Keep your weapons clean, your powder dry.
Think for yourself.
Never assume that freedom is free, because right now we're a living example of our times that we have to fight for every square inch of it. And I wanna say thanks to everybody that stands up for the Constitution. We're slowly seeing every aspect of it dissolve. Our police force, all the good officers are retiring or quitting, and they're putting in place all the gullible sheep that they wanted in there. Our military is being slowly converted over to the same sheep and easily manipulated people. So if you see something going on, and you feel that you can talk to your congressmen or your senators, and we can continue to be a strong, patriotic country, that's what we need to do. NIHAP says don't eat the yellow snow. And I think I really liked it when the Real Cobra Burnout put a plug in for the Captain Dick Nozzle channel and said that he said it sort of as a warning. He goes, I have to warn you, he's really red-pilled up over there. And I'm actually very proud of that. Don't take the blue pill. And hopefully we'll see you back on Locked and Loaded. Otherwise, me and Jim have been trying to do at least one of these a month over here. But we're here tonight because something went seriously wrong with Spreaker.
Oh, man.
And I feel sorry for everybody that had to listen to the commercial 5 times just for us to give up anyway. So I get to be the guy. I was about to say, John,
Yeah.
Screw that.
I got no button.
Hit the button.
You hit the button.
I'm hitting the button. Guys, thanks for being here. Clyde, Johnny, John, I always appreciate the interaction and the story time. I think we need to do a real story time. Everybody can maybe, I'll even do it. Something weird for me. Write shit down and then maybe have a favorite moments of Locked and Loaded over the 10 years. Now, John, as John probably already knows, there is some highlights from 10 years ago that I actually had to dump from my short-term memory, so I don't have to remember any of the times with him.
We'll block off a certain area there.
Yeah, that was when you were docking, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, I'm down this for first time caller.
Wow. If there's ever been a reason to do this,